So I don't know many soccer players, obviously, but Christian Pulisic is one that I heard of. I don't remember if he was our graduating class or the year before us, but it was one of those names that everyone was saying, "Oh, this guy is going to be the American soccer player." And you probably have to know a little more about how things have gone in the last 7 years since then. So what's his deal now?
Yeah, so right now he has been playing. He's been playing for Chelsea the last couple of years. Been really injury plagued of late. He's trying to get a move from Chelsea to AC Milan currently. So he's going to be going to the Serie A if he gets what he wants, and he wants to be able to get back to his prime. His prime was probably in 2020 when he was just going nuts, just cooking dudes. He also won the UCL championship with Chelsea back in it was 2019, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, like he's won the big trophies, but he's just trying to get back to his main form now. He had a lot of injuries, and he's just trying to overcome that right now. But obviously, when he puts on the American shirt, he
Yeah,
just goes crazy.
but yeah, I mean that's obviously what I know a lot more about is just that he is the undisputed leader of the
He's
current
Captain
American
America.
squad. Yeah, he's Captain America is what he gets called a lot. And our national team is absolutely on the upside. I'm really interested in actually learning more. All I ever really heard about was, oh, he's going to be at the soccer tournament near you guys, and then I was like, I'm not going to a soccer tournament. Uh, and and so let's see the deal.
Christian Pulisic is the most talented American player ever, with him being the face of the United States when it comes to football. He's already accomplished a lot in the sport despite only being 24 years old, like breaking through to the first team of Borussia Dortmund at a young age, playing a pivotal role in Chelsea winning the Champions League, and of course, scoring the crucial goal to send the USA to the knockout round of the 2022 World Cup. As you can already see, football was in Christian Pulisic's DNA. However, Christian didn't dream of going pro at a young age until he moved to England. That's right, when Christian Pulisic was still 6 years old, he and the family moved to England.
He definitely played high school in America, though. I'm certain of that. I
A
guess
small
he'll
town
get to
called
that.
Tackley in England, and that's where he began to play for the U team called Brackley Town. Now, Christian only stayed in England for a year, but this stay in the UK blossomed his love for the sport. In fact, he started to play football every day at school, and even after school, he used to go to the playground and kick the ball around with some friends. Like I previously said, Christian Pulisic's stay in England wasn't long, and he moved back to the US after a year. However, not
Okay.
to hurt, Dortmund scouts fell in love with Pulisic at this game, and Zorc stated that his scouts had never seen an American at his age with that high of a soccer IQ. And thanks to Christian Pulisic having a Croatian grandfather, he was allowed to get a European passport and move to Germany.
It always comes back to the Croatians, doesn't it?
The Croatian sensation.
Christian started out with the Borussia Dortmund U17s, where he excelled and got 6 goals and 5 assists in just 8 games.
Wow.
That's when he got promoted to the Dortmund U19s, and he managed to get 4 goals and 3 assists in his first 7 league games. And then
Jesus
after that, he went on to
Christ.
the U17 World Cup, where he got a goal and an assist in 3 starts for the United States. The positive Dortmund performances for Pulisic led U.S. manager at the time in a friendly against Bolivia before the tournament started. Pulisic scored his first ever senior goal for the United States, and this probably did a lot for his confidence. And he even got to take a selfie with the GOAT Lionel Messi after they were both required to take doping tests after the game.
Imagine. How'd you meet Messi? Well, we both had to piss in the same bathroom.
LMAO.
Competitions for Borussia Dortmund and got 5 goals and 13 assists.
Damn.
Some of these include amazing man of the match performances, like against Darmstadt where he got 1 goal and 2 assists in the match, against Ingolstadt where he got 1 goal and 1 assist, and he even got 1 goal and 1 assist against a top German club, Bayer Leverkusen. His international career started to take off as well, with him being a mainstay with the US men's national team. And for the World Cup qualifiers, he got 2 goals and 1 assist in a 6-0 victory over St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines just takes absolute dick from us, don't they? Like, goddamn.
I don't even know who them boys are. But
That's the team that our B team beat 6-0 last week
oh,
in the Gold Cup.
Made him the youngest person to score in a World Cup qualifier for the United States and the youngest player to score a brace in American history. This World Cup qualifying campaign stretched on to the next season, and it seemed like
What is a brace?
2 goals.
The United States were going to make the 2018 World Cup after a 4-0 win over Panama, where Christian Pulisic scored an important goal and had 1 foot over the line for qualification for the States. However, we all know where this is going. Despite Pulisic being one of the better performances in the game against Trinidad and Tobago away, scoring 1 goal, it wasn't enough, and the United States proceeded to lose 2-1. Because after the humiliating loss to Trinidad, Pulisic wrote an article called 1,834 Days, where he talked about the experience of failing to qualify for the World Cup and how he failed to accomplish his dream to play at this tournament. More importantly, towards the end of the article, he wrote something that gave all US fans hope and how we could rely on him. He said, because yeah, okay, we're not going to the World Cup, but there's going to be a World Cup after that, and a World Cup after that, and a World Cup after that. And I hope that we're going to be able to build something here with the US soccer. It's going to be about an entire country rallying around the entire sport in a way that lasts. So let's plan on it then. 2022. Get your basements ready and mark it down. We'll be there. Yes, he had a great performance against Wolfsburg, getting a goal and an assist, but overall, it wasn't super
Is
impressive.
that the same team that we saw Jamal absolutely wreck? Like 1-man versus 5 Wolfsburg?
I'm not sure what team
I think it was.
Maybe.
That same team.
Pulisic wanted to relish the challenge of replicating Eden Hazard's stint at Chelsea, and even described him as his idol, which is why he was so eager to join Chelsea. This makes sense because Pulisic reminds me of Eden Hazard a ton. However, despite Pulisic carrying the United States, we still lost to Mexico in the final 1-0, and part of that blame has to go to Josie Altidore for that terrible.
Then we never lost to Mexico again since then.
Literally.
That was the last time we lost to
Moving on
them.
to the 2019 21st minute of the game, though, Pulisic wins the ball near the middle of the pitch and starts dribbling towards the Burnley goal. With Tarkowski in front of him, he moves the ball towards his left foot and shot the ball and scored. Christian Pulisic scored his first goal for Chelsea, and just look at how much that meant for him. This isn't the end, though. Pulisic had the space to dribble freely towards the Burnley goal at around the 45th minute, and that's when he shifted towards the right and shot the ball with his stronger foot and scored again. Christian Pulisic has a brace. But this is still not the end. In the 56th minute, Christian Pulisic completed a perfect hat-trick by heading the ball in the net from across. How Pulisic got that clean of a header at the height of 5'9".
He got a hat-trick in the same goal.
Same game where he scored his first goal for Chelsea. He's
Damn.
special. He scored in the game right after too.
Special.
It was lost
Did
in
you
the
see
same
that?
game where he scored
Heart
his first
emoji.
goal for Chelsea. He's special. Christian Pulisic during Project Restart was an absolute beast. In the first game back in the Premier League, he bagged a goal straight off the bench against Aston Villa. Then 4 days later, he scored the iconic goal against Manchester City after winning the ball in the middle of the pitch and easily getting by Benjamin Mendy to score the goal. This goal essentially won Liverpool the Premier League title as well, which is why it's so iconic. This is because right when he got on the pitch, he got an amazing assist after getting by a couple of Liverpool defenders. And he also scored a beautiful goal to scare Liverpool that Chelsea were going to come back in that game. Now, spoiler alert, Chelsea didn't come back and lost the game, but this performance did show that Pulisic was really talented. Pulisic was carrying Chelsea during Project Restart, and honestly was probably the best player in the Premier League during this period. In the first leg at Madrid, Christian Pulisic scored a fantastic opening goal to give Chelsea the lead they needed going into the game. When in extra time, Christian Pulisic was fouled in the opposing box and was awarded a penalty. Of course, Christian Pulisic has balls of steel, so we hit that penalty top bins and got a pass to Choa to give the US the lead in the game 3-2. His celebration is iconic as well, with him shushing the Mexican crowd. And the second leg goal had to do the gritty as a celebration, and everybody remembers this gritty, but only because of how terrible it was. Pulisic has to work on his dancing for real. However, in this season, Christian Pulisic continued to suffer from in the game against Panama, where the United States won 5-1 and pretty much guaranteed qualification to the 2022 World Cup. Christian Pulisic bagged a hat-trick, his first ever with his country. This hat-trick essentially completed the promise that Christian Pulisic made all those years back, saying that the US will make it to the World Cup. But he got a knee injury in the game against Manchester City and is out for a decent amount of time. However, before that, Christian Pulisic enjoyed an extremely successful World Cup for himself. In the opening game against Wales, Christian Pulisic got an amazing assist to Timothy Weah for the first. This means that in the World Cup, Christian Pulisic was involved in every single goal we scored at this tournament. Yeah, Christian Pulisic might actually be the LeBron James of soccer. And in all honesty, he's actually the most important player that the USA has right now. Overall, Christian Pulisic has helped millions of Americans connect with the beautiful game and has given us American football fans someone to relate to in the international scene.
Shout out Nabuto. I think he likes Christian Pulisic.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he might be a Christian Pulisic fan, just a little bit of a Christian Pulisic fan.
Didn't he call him beautiful or something like that?
You know, he said lots of words that I wouldn't necessarily use to describe anyone other than TJ Watt. So, but yeah, that's the rise of Christian Pulisic. Thanks again for the video. If you guys liked it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Tell us who else we should check out. Any content creators or any players. Have a great day.
Peace out.